The menace response is, there are two steps to it. You take the flat of your hand and you briefly threaten the dog as if it will be hit in that eye, and it is a neurological reaction to blink if their vision is intact.
Oh.
Okay? Now, if they do react, then the second part is to do it with your finger. So you basically put a crook in your finger, you point your index finger at that eye, and you make as if you're going to be striking the dog with the eye, even though you're stopping 3 inches, 4 inches away from the dog. But the reason for the finger point one is so that it's not the wind created by the flat of your hand going against the dog, tipping the dog off to something might be coming at me, I better blink. So that's the easy way, okay? The hard way is with machinery that you can only find in teaching institutions like Cornell or elsewhere, or Boston, or Animal Medical Center in the city, I assume, has it, where they'll actually do an electroretinogram. Now, in between there, first of all, is your own vet. So your own vet could do a menace reflex and also what's called a pupillary light reflex, where you shine a bright eye, it's in a darker room, and you see the pupil get smaller, because that's what it ought to do if there's too much light coming in. So you're checking the pupillary light reflex, PLR, your vet can do that, your vet can do the menace, and if your vet has any questions, you know, you look with an ophthalmoscope to see if there are any cataracts. That would be the most common reason for a dog that's only 3 or 4 to start losing vision. If your vet is not sure, then there are veterinary ophthalmologists in the area. These are specialists, that's all they do, and they could do some better testing, though I do not know if they have electroretinogram type.
Very interesting question, Chris. Thank you very much. And I assume it's much like humans. Over time, as they get older, the vision will decline in some way.
Yes, the vision is going to decline normally with all animals because the lens is a precision structure that's designed very exactly to let all light get through. And what happens starting around 6 years of age, 8 years of age, is that the precision anatomy in the lens is not as ideal as possible, and so you can get a little minute entry of water to the lens that'll give a bit of a hazy look. So if you look at a young person's pupil compared to a person who's 70 or 80, the young person's pupil will be black and it would just be totally black, whereas an older person will have a bit of a hazy blue.
There you go.
Okay? That is in animals called nuclear sclerosis. I think in people it might be called lenticular sclerosis. So that will definitely cause a bit of a lessening of visual acuity. But then if there are problems like cataracts or retinal problems or certain infectious diseases, glaucoma, those things can, you know, all bets are off if those things are happening. But a 3-4-year-old Shih Tzu, I would also ask whether or not, Chris, the hair was not blocking the eyes, because they can have long hair. The hair can get in the way of the eye seeing stuff. Okay. So I would look into that too.
Thank you for that call, Chris, near Philadelphia. Alice in Sheffield. Alice, you're on.
Hi, I was just calling to ask the doctor if he had an opinion about thunder vests for dogs during thunderstorms.
Thunder vest. What is a thunder vest again?
Okay.